YouTube one today.
Okay, now we love.
Hey everybody, it's Sunday. Welcome to Sunday Seascapes. Sunday Seascapes, Season 2, Episode 7.
Sunday.
My goodness. I don't know.
Sunday.
Someday we
Sunday.
paint Sun of Days, some days.
Sunday.
Hello everyone, we're just putting our liquid white on the canvas. Show you what we use here, our Bob Ross liquid white oil paint. Fantastic stuff. It really just helps make our canvas wet and slick and allows all of our thick colors to blend together and do all sorts of things. Now, don't go anywhere. We're going to zoom in. We're going to have a nice full screen today on both cameras. So, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you're liking and hitting that share button. Send us over to your grandma. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you open us up wide so you can see all of the emojis at the bottom. And then tap, 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 tap. They should be just floating up the screen all the time. If they're not, it's because you're not touching them. Right? You got to tap them. A little bit of liquid white left. And then we'll go through our colors, which were already listed on Facebook and YouTube. Already listed in the description. You can find the colors. You can grab your canvas real quick and you can follow along. And as soon as this video is over, you'll be able to rewind, pause, do all that stuff. So.
Hey babe, you're live on YouTube and Facebook. Did you know?
Hey, I'm on YouTube and Facebook. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, so Sunday Seascapes, episode 7 of season 2, right? We gotta just prep a little bit more here. I didn't want to make a bunch of tape gun noise when London was sleeping early, so we had to wait. Okay, we're also gonna need today, along with all the brushes that I've listed, you're gonna need a red Solo cup, some sort of old nasty circle that you can just make a circle out of, right? And then I've got this really cool idea planned, like really big faraway mountains, a lot of water, crashing beach, palm trees. It's gonna be crazy, guys. It's gonna be crazy. It is gonna be crazy. Loosely based off someone who sent a photo to me today, and I'm sorry that I'm forgetting who it is, but sort of loosely based on that. So we're gonna go through the colors. We'll go through our sap green, phthalo green, dark sienna, phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, midnight black, titanium white, cad yellow, and bright red. You don't all have to have all of these colors exactly. They don't have to be the exact same, name. You could have Indian yellow, or you could have burnt umber, for your browns, or yellow ochre for your yellow. It doesn't matter exactly which one. As long as it's green, or brown, or blue, or black, or yellow, or red, it doesn't matter the exact name of it, right? It's all about what you have. Shoot, I'm going to run out of paper towels. Bailey! Sorry, I have to yell for my daughter. Bailey!
Bailey!
She probably got her headphones in. So, it's all good. All right, so we've gone through the colors. Now, we're going to come in and make a crazy Paint with Josh sunset like we always do. I love sunsets versus a blue sky. A blue sky is very plain and boring. So, and we got all these colors out. We might as well use them, right? That's my thought anyway. So we're going to take our brush right into our yellow. Going to pull it down. Just like that. Nice and soft right onto the brush. Okay, you can see. And then we're just going to pick a spot up into our sky. This one's going to be a pretty high up sky. So just drop a little bit of yellow, just like that. Come into our red. Very simply. Go around our yellow. What'd you say now, hon?
Computer doesn't want to work.
The computer doesn't want to work. Just like that, a little bit of a circle, right? Someone's like, oh, I'm not sure that I want to do one of your sunsets because they might be hard to recreate that same color, right? It really isn't. I'm showing you exactly what we're doing.
It doesn't matter also.
And yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the same. Come into our crimson right here, and then we're going to get zoomed in, so don't go anywhere. A little bit of crimson-y. You can tell the difference.
Nodding away today.
I know, right? He's going crazy. He's like, yeah! What are we gonna paint? Paint a seascape, yeah! There we go. A little bit of color down here. A little bit more over here. It doesn't matter. As long as we can make like a circle around all of our colors with the rest of the colors, that's all we're really trying to do, right? If this is your first Paint with Josh video, by the way, that you've ever seen before, tell us where you're watching from. And what were you watching just before you saw that this was on? You were like, all right, I'll check this out. A little bit of blue down here in our wider areas. Fill up that spot. A little bit on the edge, and then we'll cover up this top corner up here. Maybe a little blue, a little bit of black. All right, just darken it.
The computer doesn't work.
Oh no, it's like the time when Bailey was doing it.
I have to do it from my phone.
Buffoon. There we go. A little bit of blue, a little bit of black, just dumping it around, and then we're gonna mix it in and see what it looks like. There we go. And you bring it down a little bit further over here. It all depends on what you want yours to look like, right? That's really it. Gonna take a wash off that brush, get it all nice and clean so we can use it again. Glenn can't tell me if we have any comments because the computer doesn't work.
I'm looking on my phone.
There we go, guys. So again, where are you watching from? What time is it where you are? And is this the first time you've watched a Paint with Josh video? Ever in your life?
Come on, stars follow. Thank you so much, Roberta Harris, who sent 100 stars.
Roberta, you know, Roberta was at a concert last night, and the concert hadn't started yet, and I went live, and she was at the concert watching Paint with Josh. It's the funniest thing. Hello! What a catch.
Yeah. What happened to the lip catch?
I don't know. This is, I know. I
live.
almost kissed it. Almost kissed it. Man, we must have been beating the crap out of this canvas. There we go.
Thank you.
And the Red Bull that's in the fridge, B.
Everett DaCosta, it's 1 p.m. where he is, and he is watching it the first time. He's in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's cool.
Susan is here.
Let's see. All right, now that I'm gonna try to keep our canvas in the easel.
Tanya is here.
Tanya.
Deb Hicks is watching from Oregon.
The super fans, the super squad looks like it's here. All right, the super squad is my membership on YouTube, guys.
Scott McDonald is watching over on YouTube from Virginia.
Hey, Scott McDonald, thanks for tuning in from Virginia. You know, Virginia is one of my most sold to states. Oh, shoot, we forgot about the cup. Oh, that makes me so mad. Dang it. Okay, all right.
Babe.
Yeah.
Do you have another canvas?
No, this is the only canvas that we have to paint on today. Dang it.
You could do a baby canvas.
That makes me so mad, you guys. I had this cool technique to make a really bright sun.
Can't you still do it in the middle?
I'm trying, but now I'm bummed.
I forgot that's Red Bull.
Man, that was such a cool thing I had too. All right, we're gonna take the white and we're just gonna really scrub it in. Good amount of it, right? Because now we have to add it back, which I hate. I like not painting it initially, but now we have to add it back. And now we're just gonna very lightly, just so it doesn't go away. See what I mean? It's not the same.
John and Tina Warren are here from Tucson, Arizona.
John and Tina. See, it's just not the same.
It is the same.
Boo! Boo, Josh, you forgot it. See, I get too involved in talking to everybody and trying to think. I guess it's not
Anderson
so...
is here from Northern Ireland.
Not so bad. Welcome from Northern Ireland. Okay. All right, let's, since we already screwed up the sky, and now it's the only thing I'm going to be able to think about, let's just take our sky and just blend it out.
Bill Britt is watching from Georgia.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, waitress. Thank you. Where's the other one I had? Oh, can you hand me that one? Just so I can finish it. Thanks, guys. Don't worry, I'll grab it. I'll go off camera. Thanks, guys. There we go.
I thought we were getting rid of that crap that you're standing on.
No, I like it. Okay, here we go. So we're crisscrossing, basically, dragging some of the yellow out, some of the red in, right? Trying to leave a little aura of white and then yellow as we go. See what we're doing? Just very lightly. All right, out here, once we start touching all this blue, guess where we don't want to go back into? All that beautiful bright color. Because that will dull it, turn it green in the yellow areas, which isn't what we want. Bring some of that down here, very soft. The more and more you mess with it, the more it's going to mix with that liquid white that's on the canvas. And it's eventually just going to go away. You could blend it all the way back to nothing.
For anyone else that is interested, you can still get your raffle tickets in.
True. I meant to talk. I told Bailey I needed to talk about that first thing. So we're doing a raffle this afternoon, or after the show today. I'll grab one of the stones. My goodness. Just gonna fall all over the place. So, this is probably the stone that everyone's gonna go for. It's a Santorini stone, right? I left the back blank on purpose. It sits very flat. It's got a very flat bottom to it. You could almost display it on one of these guys, like a little tabletop easel, you know what I mean? And display it like that. So you can get your tickets $1 a piece at PaintWithJosh.com. And at the end of the show, we're going to raffle off this, and you'll have your choice, this or 3 other stones that we've painted. And the winner will get theirs, you know, the winner will be drawn out of a hat. It'll be contacted for the cost of shipping. We'll be sending it out to you. Okay. Now, back to this crazy, beautiful scene, right? Even though that we forgot it, it doesn't look so bad. It looks real nice back there. It's a little bit thicker than the rest, but the more and more that we blend it, it's just going to disappear. So, time to adjust our idea, right? And the more and more and more you push with this, the more you can extend it, bring it down, step back and look, and go, ooh, it would look cool if it shot in like that, or maybe a little bit closer over to the side over here, or some sort of something. And you can take and blend and blend and blend until all of a sudden you do this, and now you've got this wicked cool little bit of shadow in your cloud accidentally, right? All these little things just happen all on their own. You can even bring in a far off little bit of like that soft purpley, way off. See that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that far off little bit of cloud back there. Just by tapping with all the colors that we've accumulated onto the brush, right? You get this very cool, far off little thing start to shape in our sun like it's inside the eye of this cloud. Look at that. Oh, bam, bring it around. Just like that, right? Far away little things, pull away to the side. Got to be pulling away straight when we're doing clouds. Even though they're kind of up or we're underneath, it all depends on how you tap your brush. Yeah, go ahead, Hans.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Look at that soft little thing just hidden back there by a bunch of little taps. Bunch of soft little tappy taps, right? And that's it. There's our sky. Beautiful little thing. Wash this brush off now. So, anybody who's just watching, make sure you open up the screen. It's nice and full. You can see all the little emojis down around the bottom, and you're tapping. If you like the color of the sky, or how we save that little white area, or the differences, or what do you think we're gonna do next? If we're doing anything that you like, make sure you tap that button, and you see all the little emojis flying up. That basically just tells Facebook to push it to more people, and that way we can get a bigger audience. We can have more fun. And you guys will have more people to talk to, right? Okay, let's do a mountain. We're gonna do this far off, like coming in from the nearly the top of the canvas. Gonna save some of our sun right underneath there, right? So if you need to redo your clouds in a different area, speaking of more clouds, I wanna do like a little chemtrail, bam, off in the distance. Sometimes that's all you need. Just that little bit of humans out in nature, right? Going off like that. Anywhere you go, you could be in the deepest, darkest Peru, where Paddington Bear is from, and still see a plane flying over the top.
Alma Drain says, need a big crashing wave.
Big crashing wave. Well, you're in luck, because this scene is going to be mostly ocean. You know how Josh loves to do sky scenes, big sky paintings, a lot of big sky, right? Well, in this one, it's going to be a lot of big ocean, a lot of beach. So we're going to start up top. We're going to have our horizon be back here, right? A lot of water, a lot of crash, a lot of beach, palm trees, another mountain coming in from this side. It's going to be wicked. Be wicked. All right, we're going to grab up a little bit of white, mix it in with that, and I want to get a little green and phthalo green and mix it in here. We're going to have like this jungly, faraway island. Look at that beautiful color. Okay, I think it's time to zoom in. We almost forget to zoom in every time. So let's zoom in, and then we'll see what we got going on here. Get all of our details going, right? Man, we got 58 people watching on Facebook while I get everyone seasick. There we go. Literally seasick. I know. There we go. All right, I'm done touching it. I'm done. There we go.
Thank goodness.
Let's do it. Okay, now this green, look at the beautifulness of that green, but I need it to be a little bit darker. I don't want it to be so super bright, right? So we'll add a little bit of that black in there, scoop it up, and now we have this dark, greenish, faraway thing. Now we're gonna grab some of that up. It's all, we didn't over mix it, so we have dark, light, almost white, very bright green, all in the same knife load, right? On the same scoop, like we got a big scooper here. Now let's take it from the side. Just drag it in, bring it down, pop it underneath that thing. It doesn't have to be this perfect, you know, color or perfect shape. It doesn't have to be a straight thing. It could be this totally crazy thing. Right? Add some of that color down in here too. Just mush it in, because that way when we pull it out, it's going to have all sorts of differences in itself with all these different colors. It'll be very cool. Right? Scrape it down from the top. Grab all that color down. Does it look like a jungly kind of island bed?
Yeah, babe.
Jungly green. London's like, oh my God, what did you just do to that sky?
No, I'm just gathering the entries for the raffle.
Oh, you got more? Oh shoot, Bailey and we have a list.
What do you mean a list?
The list of the tickets that have been bought.
That's alright, I'm doing it myself.
Oh, well, London's got you guys. Me and Bailey had planned to do it when we came home, and then it's always like a rush to come up here and
make me do it.
Get started.
In 12 hours yesterday.
Well, I know how many we have. I'm gonna scrape up on the top, just like that. Give it this far away indication of maybe a few little trees. Some sort of something living on the top. You see how we're dragging down at this angle? It's all about your angles of your brush.
Allison says,
and how it's gonna sit out there, right?
Bob is looking at you.
Yeah, he's focusing on me.
He's looking at your sky.
There we go. Nice and soft down around the bottom. I'm not trying to lose all that orangey color, right? We get this very cool, very far away, huge, gigantic thing back there, right? Now, let's take a little bit of that darker color, just because we need a bit of base around the bottom. So we're going to take a little bit of that darker color and just kind of work it in off in the distance. Then we're going to come back, wipe that off on our paper towel or whatever we have, dust it off on your beater bucket, whatever you can do. Let's take that, we're going to pull it back up into the mountain itself. Right, just so we have this soft, and sometimes we got to do it enough to where we really blend it back away from itself. Look at that. Right, now we have this very dark base. We didn't know where we wanted to stop with our mountain as it was growing until now. Boom, now we know where we need to stop. We can feed that up away. Pull it nice and flat and soft.
Here's a question
very soft.
For anybody who's new here.
Just like that.
Who hasn't participated in a raffle or is thinking to themselves, I'm going to send some random guy on the internet money.
Right.
There are people in the chat with us right now who have previously won on raffles and have previously purchased paintings during the live.
True, we are not just some weirdos. We actually have a business and an Etsy shop, a Shopify store. So if you want to win one of those rocks, like I showed you,
happily go over there and check it out, or before purchasing, sit this one out if you're
if you don't believe it, then come back for the next one for sure.
There will definitely be more, and
poof, far away little thing.
I already have a great idea for the next raffle.
What's your great idea?
I can't tell you now. Let's get rid of this raffle. Because what if people were going to enter this raffle?
True.
But then they say no.
Because they're gonna wait on the next one.
No.
Right. Take some of our dark color that we had back there. You can literally throw in just a few little scrapes. Make these far away waves. Right. We don't want to cover up everything. So when we come back with our cleaner brush and we start to swipe over these waves, look, they become the shadows, and that color is our actual reflection on the water. Very soft. Very soft. Very soft.
We are adding new names to the raffle drawing that have never entered anything before.
Oh, cool. Brand new people.
So I like those because...
That's neat. A little bit of white, a little bit of both the greens.
Now I have to go in here and make new name things. We tend to reuse the same initials.
Right. Now we got to create new names. A little bit of that phthalo green, white, sap green. Bring our bit of water. Maybe get a little bit of blue in there too, just to change it. Just to have a little bit difference in color. About as straight as you can make them though, right? Then we're going to take them and get them all kind of crazy. Make them all soft. Just by pushing. Push, pull across. Bam. Just soften it. Get those little differences. Blue, pink, green, dark blue. Awesome.
You name them, babe. You tell those people about that rainbow.
That rainbow, the whole rainbow. Okay, let's come in with a little bit darker of a mountain now because we need to push this other mountain back.
You started going down the list. You were like red and orange and yellow and...
Telling about every color.
Gonna start singing.
Okay, now we're gonna come in here, grab up that darker color that we just mixed, blue, crimson, black, all into the same bit. Now it's gonna be considerably darker and closer than this island is over here, right? So what if we came down, if we started higher, and we came in, there was this little thing, right, it came out here into our water, covered over some of our island in the back, and out into our water right out there, right? So we have a little bit of ocean way off, right? Our shoreline way back there against the back. Far off little thing. Really just make it soft. Poof, right? We get these far away little bit. Now, the more that this comes in, right, we can start to shape it down like it's rounded. And we can bring it over here. And we can pull it in. The further that we come down, the more water we're revealing above, right? Now we're gonna have some big crash off of those waves. And that'll be our little island right there. So we're gonna fill that full. Bam, bam, bam. Literally like scrubbing it in. You see me mushing it with the whole knife, pushing on the edge, flattening it, smashing it in, right? And then wherever it decides to lay is where it decides to lay.
Smash that in, babe.
Smash it, babe. There we go. Turn it, wrap it around the corner. Grab some, wrap it around the corner. Again, we don't even have to fill in all of the bits. They don't all have to be the same dark.
Ah, it's good that you told me that you did misspell YouTube because I was about to...
I know, I tried to put secluded and instead of the U, it put an I, so it was like secluded, but I didn't see it in time.
Well, whatever you paint is what a secluded beach is, everybody, so...
Yep, it's secluded over here.
So, you know, what are we hearing about? Season 2, episode 7.
Secluded.
In season 3, episode 14, we will do Secluded Beach at night.
You're horrible to me, hon.
I'm not horrible. It's hilarious.
You're horrible to me.
But you do need to proofread before you...
Well, it's no, you know how fast I try to do all this stuff?
Babe.
Yes.
Shut up. You need to read before you post.
Yeah, but it... No! There we go. Just a little bit of different color in there. Had to fix the angle, right? It just didn't, it looked too straight. Now it's a little bit better. Drops off, flattens out into our water out there, and then a bit of crashing wave will come in. You can see how we're in this little secluded beach back here. Oh, it's nice.
So we have, I'm going to read out...
A secluded beach.
I'm going to read out the entrance.
Okay, read out the entries. What do we got?
For the people that I've written tickets for. If your name is not included...
And you have purchased tickets.
Yeah, please send a message so that I can make sure that everything's golden. So I have MR. 5 entries.
Michelle Rose, I assume.
Joshua, what's the point of
it
saying the initials if you're just going to say the full name?
Is it an anonymous entry?
No.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
MR $5. Hold on, that's a lie. MR $10. $10. Because there's 2 entries for $5.
Okay.
I then have 1 entry for MF.
Wow, just real quickly, what if we did for the YouTube members, right? The channel, the Super Squad members, if we matched their tickets, not this time, but in the future, if you're a Super Squad member and you join the raffle, you get double the tickets, whatever you buy.
That's a genius idea.
Right? Because they're already paying for the YouTube channel extra stuff. So for future raffles.
We could do for that, just because, you know, I'm a big fan of inclusion. We could also do the same thing with the Facebook subscribers.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. The Facebook subscribers pay more anyway. So maybe they get 2.5 times their things because they pay a little bit more than the YouTube channel is. Only because we screwed up and it's not even a thing. It was like once you set it, you can never change it again.
No, we didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know, and it auto set it for $9.99. I didn't choose that. if I did, I would have chose $7.99 like the YouTube one and made it the same. But yeah, we offer membership. So if you guys are really if you're looking for like super in-depth class videos where it's not just me up here painting, it's me really telling you everything I'm doing, like supreme in-depth detail, right? I have these class videos that took us so many hours to do. And I've got about 17 class videos now. So go over to youtube.com/paintwithjosh/join and you'll be able to access all of those things. You pay YouTube, YouTube pays me, and you get access. They grant you access to all those things. Very cool. I love the soft color of the water back there. And if we can save this bit of wet sandy beach right here, that's going to be fire. It's going to be so fire. All right, let's do this mountain first. Get him knocked out, right? We're gonna kind of texturize the top, and then we're gonna have a few small palm trees growing out. So we need to leave this area soft. All right, so how do we do that, Josh? How do we do that? First, we're gonna come in with that same dark mixture that created this mountain, right? Before we started to pull it out and mix with all that stuff. And we're just gonna just throw a few little bits with our knife just down like that.
Can
few
you do
little
the
things.
drawing from the wig?
From the wig, the Bob Ross wig?
Yeah.
Oh, we could do anything. I could put the wig on.
Well, no, the reason I ask about that is because
A little bit more of that dark down here, right? It's very shadowy. Shadowy down here. Very dark.
the hat that we have is full.
Oh, well, we could use the... Oh, where's the other hat? We could get Bailey to bring us a hat. Okay, a little bit of white, a little bit of brown.
You could use my shoe, or we could use a beanie.
A little bit of that same kind of darkish purpley color, just so it stays this kind of grayish brown, right? It's not a super bright scene. Doesn't need to be very super bright. And look at that. You can just save the smallest little things.
Susan says,
Start to mix it in. Look at that.
I don't know where this beach is, but I want to live there.
Ah,
Yeah,
me too.
Me too. Okay, back to the list.
Okay, go to the list.
Distractions.
Sorry.
All right, so we have $10 for MR,
Okay.
$1 for MF, 5 entries for CB, 20 entries for RH,
Okay.
10 entries for MA, 1 entry for JH, and 5 entries for YS.
Sounds good. You must be present to win, by the way.
Yes, it does say that. If
So-
not, we'll just keep. We'll just,
Yeah, we'll give you a certain amount of time.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep digging names out till someone goes, I'm here!
Yeah. There we
I'm
go.
here!
Okay, just making it very soft, just by swiping up in the directions that we pulled on it with our knife. So if we went a certain way, we go the opposite way, right? That just makes it softer. Look, it's very soft. I'm not trying to blend it, not trying to do anything, but we do need to kind of go in here, get our little bit of softer area, because you don't want to fight through all of that texture of the mountain when you finally start throwing stuff out of there, right?
MF has confirmed she is present.
Yeah. I love MF. I was like, Okay, now, why don't we throw a few little palm tree sticks coming out of there. Black, crimson, and blue again. Just right on the brush. Doesn't need to be super, a lot, not a lot. A little bit of brown in there too. That way we won't even have to highlight it. Right, we're gonna come in just a few little things, like they come off just like that and come down. And they end up somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. Maybe that guy comes in like that. He's just hanging out. Trying to get some sun over here. Don't need him to be all kind of crazy. I could do another one like hanging out, but I like the two. I like the two right there. Okay, let's make our little black hole suns. All right, that's the center of our palm tree. We need to do this guy that's underneath first. So, we're gonna come in. Should we do it with this? Yeah, we could do it with this brush. Again, we're gonna grab up those same dark colors first. Just getting them all on our brush, just like that, wiggling it in, right? And then we're gonna come off maybe one brush length, right? It's gonna hang off like that. And as you're touching it, just swipe a little bit. That's all you really gotta do. And these guys are a couple very thin little palm trees. They're not going to be some crazy giant palm tree like we did that time before. Just a couple little thin guys hanging out in the wind. Right? You have to add like that rounded curve to it. Gotta get it. Gotta get it just right. Okay, let's go off this side. All right, our little arc. Pull it down. Again, these are very far away. They don't need a whole lot of detail. People are just going to be looking for that one little swipe. That perfect little swipe, right? Maybe we get one to come down. He's hanging down that way, and we swipe him over because we really can't see all of it, right? And then we're going to have a whole nother guy right here taking up more space, so we don't really need to do them all. Right? Get our center. Make sure it's big enough for our trunk to make sense. Right? Trunk just got a little bit fatter. There we go. A little bit fatter. It's almost like it's missing one right at the top. But you don't want to come out like perfectly straight out the top. So let's go over like that. Blowing in the wind. Make sure it connects. I like that. It's not too bad. What do you think, babe? It's hard to paint them far away. I like painting them much bigger.
It's hard to paint palm trees far away.
Yeah. I like them to be a bit closer, but it is what it is.
RH, MF, MR, they are present.
Hey, hey, hey. Okay, we're going to grab this guy, bring him off, throw a little bit of green in him though, so he changes that color. All right, you can even add like the smallest little touches to these guys. Little swipes with that green in it. Just adds a little touch. Doesn't have to be everywhere. Doesn't have to be everywhere. Okay, a little bit more of the phthalo green, a little sap green, a little bit of dark, just mixing it all up right on the brush. And then we're going to come out, pop out another little guy, pull them down. Right? They don't all have to be the same. You got to make the noise though. If you don't make the noise, it doesn't work. Pop this guy up. Maybe we got one over there. This guy over there. Maybe he's come down in front of his own tree. Poof, right? Not too bad. Not too bad for being far away. Bring those guys down in, then we'll put something in there holding them up. What's holding them up down there, hun? Some sort of something. Bit of bush, bit of
bush. Do you see this bit of bush?
Bit of foliage, bit of something, right? Out there on the beach, just like that. Now, before we really give him anything, we need to kind of fill in back here. So let's take our bit of water, right? We can bring in some water and mix up some of that white with some more of that green. Grab a little bit of our liquid white so it becomes nice and runny and messy. Maybe we'll come in with a little bit, a couple scrapes back in there. This is where our big kind of a little section of our larger wave is going to be crashing back in here, so we don't want to go too crazy just yet. But the more and more little ripples you can add in there, the cooler your water starts to look. And then over here, we're going to end up covering that as we slide it out. So it's not too big of a deal. Really not hard at all. Swipe it over. Very soft little bit of water back there. All right, and then we can have our wave come in, crash. It's going to be neat. Okay. Speaking of wave, we need to decide our waves. We're going to have it crashing here, right? Which means all of our stuff is going to come down like this. Going to have the eye. Going to have it go out like that. That looks cool. Just like that. I'm going to pull it out to the side. Bam, 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 bam. And have our wave come up. Pushes back some of that other thing. Crashes down over the top. Now let's take a little bit of our yellow with our white and green mixture, just so we have this bright eye of our wave in here.
Ali Sims sent 99 stars.
Thank you. All right, we'll have that little bit there. And then we need to add in some splash and crash and stuff. Thank you for the stars, by the way. Right? We're gonna pop in with our brush, just like this, with that dark color. You get all this, the shadow of the splash happening right here. It even comes up above the water line, the horizon line of the next mountain back there. Helps push it back further. Where's my little brush? That is garbage. Look at this thing. It's like super hard. There we go. All right, we're gonna come in, grab up a little bit of that liquid white again with the kind of green whitey splash that we made. And come over here, start to push upwards, just depositing a little bit of that color, right? Like it just popped in, bam. Came over and said hello. Hello. Just like that. All right, then we'll come up here very lightly, start to mix it up. So it's not just what it looks like on the brush. It starts to be all sorts of crazy, right? You get all this crazy, all these dark, deep, dark areas, all the splash happening. And then you can come back on our rocks, pop in a bit of actual water that maybe hit the rock there, and then we'll have our splash come in like that.
Maida Torres
right over the top.
says, "Are all your brushes synthetic?"
No, I think they're all natural, actually. I think they are all natural. All right, we're gonna have our wave come down like that. All right, here we go. Need to switch back and clean off my good fan brush. This is a Master's Touch fan brush. All right, it's an oil brush, kind of stiff in the bristles, which I like. It's firm, yet they're soft. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't know what I mean. Maybe only I know what I mean. Which is sometimes, the only thing you need. All right, so our water line came up. Right, here's our wave. Starts to crash down over the top. Then we'll add in our foam. All right, so we got our wave out this way. Starts coming in. There we go. Just like that. You have to make it the right kind of line, right? We want to save all this soft, sandy, white beach back here. So you got to save some of that water and some of that color. There we go. Make it nice and soft now. All right, just like that. Take these guys, pull them downward in the same angle that we just did. And we got our soft little bit of wave, which we need to make darker, actually. Really got to be able to see the deep, dark blue tropical water in there. So we just use more paint, that's all. Let it start to blend in with that little bit of green in there, with that yellow. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. That's looking better. Now we got to come back, a little bit of white, just to have the top of our wave stand out from the rest.
Master Touch is on sale at 50% off till Tuesday.
Nice, thanks, babe.
No, it's not my fun fact. Almadrine just sent that fun fact through the Facebook comments. But my question is that at a place or is that at Master Touch's website?
Ah.
So that we know.
True, good point.
Maida says, how many brushes do you own?
Oh, 30, probably. Probably 30, not even a joke. There we go. A little bit of that out there. We got our wave coming and crashing in. We'll have all this sandy, soft, sandy beach. Woo! Okay, let's come back in. Really gonna shape up what our splash is gonna look like on our wave, right? It's gonna come down. That kind of creates the angle that your wave is moving right there. See if you can't just trap that little line of dark underneath the edge of your wave. And I know it's hard, especially on a real far away wave like this. There we go. It's hard to trap that line of darkness in there, but if you can do it, it really makes it kind of rounded. Now let's get some of that liquid white, come back in here, and then just come into our wave above our shadows. We can't cover all of them, right? You can't cover all the shadows. We need to change the color too. Let's add a little bit of the yellow, make it stand out. Really make it stand out. Just like that. Right now, at least we can see what the heck it looks like. A little bit more of our liquid white. Just kind of pushing it in, blending it, letting it crash real far away. Real far away. We'll take that, blend it down into our land, decide where our land and water are going to meet. Right? And all of a sudden we got this little thing way back there kind of crashing onto our stones, which I think looks pretty cool. A little bit more splash up top. Again, not trying to cover everything, but just kind of crashing down onto that wave. And then, you know what, actually, we need to continue this splash, right? The rolling bit of wave. We need to do something about that.
Amy Sims says, is there anything else you can use except besides liquid white?
Linseed oil, I've heard. You could use, I've used olive oil. You could use baby oil, I guess. It's anything to keep the canvas wet and allow the colors to mix together. That's really what it's about. All right, now here we need to come back in and create an eye over here. Just move our whole wave. Okay, come back with that darker color. It's crashing down. Yes, hon?
Why don't you tell people why we don't play video games anymore?
Oh, I told them the other day.
You told him?
Oh yeah, but it was like the one thing on my mind. Me and Bailey were talking, and I even posted a picture in that thing of the cracked TV. Like we were playing the Wii. For anybody who didn't see the show, right? We're playing. We were recently getting back into the Wii, and we're like, okay, well, this is a fun kind of family activity, and we'll sit here and we'll play the Wii and have fun with each other, right? Or so we thought, till someone who will remain nameless grabbed the controller and just whipped it at the TV and let go. And it smacked the top corner of the TV like that. That person was me. So I've never seen London run outside into the garage to get away from me so fast. Because she was gonna kill me. That was it.
Like it was. I took an inhalation and I wandered off. Which, by the way, is not a wussy thing to do for anyone watching the Johnny Depp and Amber trial. If you need time to recover, gather your thoughts, calm down, take a breath, smoke a cigarette, whatever you need to do,
right.
You are entitled to do that. Do not pay attention to anything Amber Heard says about being a wuss for walking away.
Yeah, she's a
Did you die?
Did I die? No.
Right, that's what walking away does.
I did not. I was saved. I was saved by London. Ooh, look at that foam look. Just by bouncing the brush in, almost looks like big, thick amounts of foam that are raised. You know, they're kind of raised above the sand. It's kind of cool. All about making a mess. It's really what we're about around here. Make a stinking mess of it, and it ends up looking really cool. Look at that. All right, this wave is not my favorite wave, but we are crashing onto some rocks. So why don't we add, just for my own self, let's just take up some more of that bit of wave. I don't like it all out there on its own. It just, the shape isn't right. So we're gonna add in a bit of more stones that it can crash upon just because we want to, and we can. There we go. Now that's going to try to hide all of our colorful pink beach, right? So we're not going to let it grow too far. And we have to pull it out the way we would normally pull out a bit of mountain or a bit of land. It's got to be flat. I'm going to create some shadow behind it maybe so we can pull it down a little bit. Again, not trying to cover up all the pink. Got to save a bit of it, but you got to have a bit of shadow behind the thing. Right, so maybe he lives here, and the whole rest of that is shadow. In which case, we could take a little bit of white, almost like it wraps around him, and then that is our line of wave. Right, that's kind of cool. A little bit, take a little bit of brown, come up here, just highlight him the smallest bit, maybe a little bit of white with it. Really mix it in. There we go. Some sort of something that's literally about to crash down and just go crazy on this thing. Right? A whole big amount of splash, separate from the other splash that's happening behind it. You see what I mean? Then we'll come back. A little bit more of that liquid white. Pop in a few little splashy bits.
Allison Phipps says, has Bailey done any flower videos yet?
No. No, Bailey has not done any flower videos yet. We were going to one night, and I can't remember what happened.
Life. That's what happens.
It's true. A little bit darker down here, down around the base. You always got to step back and look, see where it needs to change. I don't know about this wave, babe. I'm just not sure about this wave. That's not too bad. Okay, now let's take a little bit of liquid white. We're going to go for our wet sandy beach look. All right, we're going to come in here, really just deposit that whole bunch of white, literally anywhere, right? If you can try to get it in a line, that's helpful. So it's not just a big smush, but spreading it out very lightly across our whole canvas. And then we're going to come in with a dry brush, pull it down, just like you would on a black canvas, swipe it over very softly, and now we have this shiny wet beach over here, right? Very soft. You do it too many times, it's gonna go away. And that's gonna be the end of it. It's gonna leave you. All right, there we go. A little bit of water on top of our shadowy lines. Makes everything stand up a bit more. You come back in, scrape up some more of that, some more liquid white, make up a whole new nasty pile of our water, right? This is our splashy water. So why don't we come in here, just kind of dump it down. Of course, you're gonna need a bit of darkness underneath. Gotta have a bit of darkness, otherwise it's not gonna stand out like it's sitting on top of anything. Right? This wave starts to climb itself back up. Same with these guys. They want to pull themselves up into the wave, like it's an oncoming bit of giant water. Right? Depending on our angles, depends on how big the wave is, how thick it is, what angle of rotation it's at. All depends on how we pull the brush out. A little bit of splash down in there. It's gonna be fantastic. A little bit of white.
Nada says, did Bailey make your bracelet?
Bailey did make my bracelet, yes. It was my good luck bracelet for a long time. And I wear it every day that I can remember. I am literally wearing the bracelet, and I love it. It's fantastic. Very soft. Very soft. Okay, let's come in here. Soft little bit of sand, just a little difference in color is all we're really looking for. Now, what if we took this guy and really started to shape him up like he's getting pulled in, but on the side over here we gotta pull it out. Just a little bit of difference. Don't want to cover it all. Don't want to do anything really. Just have a little difference in color in there. Very lightly swipe up in the same angles so we can shape what the wave looks like. What's happening? Where's the base? Where is it touching the actual ground? Right, a little bit more blue. And now all of a sudden, there's the edge of our wave coming in. Just like that. A little bit of white over the top of that. If we can get any to come off of our knife, there we go. And now it's sitting up on top of something, right? That bit of white foam is raised itself up a level. Okay, we're gonna come back in here. One more little line of water that's getting sucked back. Angles are most important. Drag it back around in a kind of circular motion, just like that. And then we're gonna forget about this wave, because this is not my favorite wave. This is not the favorite wave. Here we go. A few little things. Few little changes, that's it. Okay. Let's forget about this wave, babe.
Okay.
Sorry, it just makes me want to put a giant tree through it. If I don't like
Giant
it.
trees.
Yeah, if I don't like it, then the giant trees come into play.
No, no, no. I don't want that.
Everybody was saying, they were like, we were watching the one on Friday, and I was doing this thing, and then this giant tree, right?
Yeah.
And so as they're watching it, I think Gina was like, London would be yelling at you like, stop, what are you doing? A little bit of brown. A little bit of brown town, just mixed in with all the other colors on our brush too. So it's like a brownish,
That's why I
grayish.
go out driving, so you can paint whatever trees he likes.
Yeah. Well, that's no fun. That's no fun. A couple little splashy bits in there. Little things, right? All right, what are we gonna do with this corner, our front corner? Let's grab that Bob Ross 1/2" round brush. We're gonna make up a whole bunch of dark color for our bushes and foreground things. The green, the black, the crimson, the blue, just making it all gross and thick and nasty. Just all thick and gross. Because we're gonna come in, we're gonna tap into it so we have all these crazy little textured bits. And then we can come in here from our side and go, oh, there's a bit of bush that lives on the edge over here. Right? And take him, decide where he wants to live just by pulling him out, just like that. Cover up on the side. Gotta cover where our other bushes were. Poof, now we have this wrapped around scene. And we can throw one more big old palm tree up here. I like that though. What do you think of that, babe?
Obviously awesome.
Obviously awesome. Okay, a little bit of liquid white, a little bit of green. Come back in, just very lightly touching because we don't want to cover all of the shadows.
Sharon Jones says, this is one of my favorites. Hey, I want to let you guys know I haven't seen an emoji in about 3 minutes.
Man, if you guys aren't hitting those emoji buttons, I don't know how we're supposed to do the...
Should we just finish the live now?
Yeah, I don't know how we're supposed to do the raffle if nobody's emojiing it.
Right? There they are.
Ah, emoticons.
Oh, there's an angry one.
Oh, an angry one. You pissed somebody off.
I know, that's fine.
There we go. A little bit of softness in the green back there, just so we know it's about the same bush that is over here. Something about that.
Another angry one. Another angry one. I've upset someone.
Something about that light area back there. Just need to
There's
be,
another one.
need to be darker. Something back here just needed to be darker in my mind. You got more and more and more emojis?
Yeah, angry ones. I love it.
Angry ones. There we go.
Is the oil paint, is this oil paint and is it hard to use a palette knife?
No, I find it very easy to use a palette knife. Some people find it hard. But it's all about what you can do with whatever tools you have. It is oil paint, yes. And again, I find that easier to use than acrylic.
If you want to use a shoe to paint, you can do that too.
True. We know people that use shoes. We know people that use anything. You could use a butter knife instead of a palette knife. You could literally do whatever you wanted to do.
Almadrain says a bit of dark right before the wave.
Dark right before the wave.
Nope.
Are you talking about right there?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm not Alma.
I don't know. I'm not her either. There we go. Right on. Soft little sandy little something going on. I like it. Okay, we need to cover up this area over here. We need to fix a few things. Just making it nice and soft.
A writer from last night just tipped me $21 through the
Oh,
app.
wow. Maybe they know you're, maybe they're sitting here watching.
Or they know that you throw a remote control into a television.
We don't have to keep bringing that up.
I'm sorry.
We don't have to bring that up all the time. Man. Well, yeah. She said that about the wave, and now it's just... I gotta fix it. Right? It needs to be darker down around the bottom for sure. So let's make it darker. Take a little bit of black, feed it up. Right, and that way we have those differences in color that we always talk about. That's starting to look better. Almost like there's a shadow of the wave. Right? It's coming in. The waves are coming in. A few little things, a few little darknesses and differences. Make them soft. A little wall of water coming in. A little wall of water. This is how we can shape what the wave looks like with our little streakies. Little streaky poos as we go off. Right? All types of little things, little trees. Except don't make them look like trees. I've done it. Just looks kind of funky. There we go. The more little things you do, the more little details you're going to have. All leading up to the wave, grabbing up all that foam that's down here around the bottom. Pulling it up.
I don't know why I keep making that noise.
Yeah,
I
are
think
you
that's
at the
why
club?
we're getting angry faces. Because I'm making that.
Are you at the club?
I don't know.
London's clubbing it.
In my head. Don't
All right,
know.
let's do like another big, we'll do like a stone over here. Okay, so we'll take that nice dark color, add some more crimson, some more black, some more blue. Really mix it up nicely in there. Just like that. Nice and mixed. We don't want to have it be too much of one color as we're going through. There we go. Nice and mixed. What's the view look like anyway? I haven't even turned around to look at the camera.
It's so beautiful.
Need my palette to get out of the way so I can see what the canvas looks like. All right, let's do that whole big thing. Maybe we put this giant piece of stone in over here. All right, brings this whole guy, pushes everything back. That whole bit of beach is gone now. And now we have this giant piece of stone kind of filling in the whole rest of our painting. Gonna use a lot of paint though because we want it to stay dark.
If there's a super flower blood moon tonight, lunar eclipse. For anyone who's interested, it's happening tonight, May 15th.
A super flower blood moon.
Lunar eclipse.
Oh, that's cool.
Gina!
There we go. Get it on the sides. Now we'll shape our little bit of stone as we come in here. You can see how it's darker than every other piece of shadowy color that we've used so far. And that's going to help it stay right up here in front and push everything else back. That's why you never start with your dark, your darkest of darks furthest away. Same with your light, your whites. You never want to start the purest white furthest away. Otherwise, all the other whites don't make any sense. Same with all the other dark. If we had this dark back here, this wouldn't stand out as being in front, right? At least it wouldn't to me. Man, it looks cool. I like it. It's like we're walking up to this little secluded beach, right? We could still even throw a whacking great palm tree in here. Really could. Man, something's happening in that wall of water. It is just crazy. I can't fix it now. It's beyond fixing, right? What time is it anyway? My goodness. Yeah, it's well beyond fixing. Not much we can do. Gonna use every single brush because I don't want to clean any more brushes. There we go. Very, very soft. Little things. Okay. What do we do now, man? We gotta highlight the sucker. We gotta highlight the sucker somehow. So let's use a little bit of crimson, a little bit of brown. We can't do the raffle until we're done.
I know, but I want to do the raffle.
Little crimson, little brown, little yellow. Why not? Just make up this whole crazy new color. Right, maybe take up some of that dark color too. Throw that in there. And now it becomes like this sandy kind of color to me. Right? Ooh, look, it's not even so bright. It's beautiful over here. Take it, pull it back, and with these rounded edges, these rounded poles, like that. Right? Just like that. Very simply done.
5 entries from PB.
PBS?
No.
Give me a show, PBS. right? All you do is do it until it's empty. Come back, scrape it up, get the whole little thing. Twist your, use different angles, different things. Come back, grab some more, make up more of that dark color since we're just used it all. A little bit of that.
The raffle is now closed, guys.
No Moss raffle tickets available.
Yeah.
There we go. A little bit of that darker color into our darker areas just helps give it more depth. Right? The sun's going down. It's way off in the distance. So not all the light is going to reach every single wear on our little piece of rock over here, right? Which again gives it more depth. So pick a color that's sort of similar to itself.
Hey babe, on YouTube there's
Just like that.
there's a viewer called That Guy. So
That guy.
That guy is watching from Tennessee.
That's cool. That one guy. There we go. Just a whole bit of mess in there. And then all of a sudden we got our nice soft little sandy beach. I don't know about that wave. What happened to that wave? But, in any case, we have to put a big tree. Yeah, then we're going to take out the wave. If we don't like it, we'll just kill it. I have to, babe. I can't. It'll only be fast. It'll be fast.
What are you doing?
I don't like this at all.
Oh, it looks
Right?
lovely.
It doesn't. It looks like a 90-degree wall of, like a tsunami wall of water coming at us. It's been lost.
Okay.
So if I put a big tree through it, at least that takes the focus off of the wave. To me, anyway. There we go. Soft little piece of rock back there. A little bit of sandy beach like we're walking up, and then we'll have this tree. Maybe it comes off screen. Off screen left. Actually, I don't even have enough paint to put a big tree in. How sad is that? So I guess you lucked out, babe.
Yes.
No tree for this one.
Like add something to that wave or make it less like a waterfall.
I can't change it now.
But you could add some other colors to define it more. Maybe, I don't know, dark or something, or... No? I'm not a painter, so I don't know.
I don't even know what to add to it to make it any better. Everything I do just ruins it even further.
Then stop touching it.
Right, that's what I was trying to do.
Okay, stop touching it. Let's do the raffle. Here we go, guys! Wow.
Oh my God, dude.
Babe, stop.
No. Everyone stop, okay? This is a piece of trash, is what it is. Oh, I'm irritated with it.
Michelle Rose says it's not a piece of trash.
Oh, well. I'm irritated with it. I am mad. And when Josh gets mad, those are the best lives, right? Okay. Okay. We're going to chill out. Going to be rushed. Let's see. It's just so big. It's so tall. How am I going to make it less tall? I have no paint left. All right. I need a minute. Babe, you talk. I need a minute.
I think we should just do the raffle and call it a day. You can go live later on once you're calm.
No, I'm fine.
You can edit and touch up the painting.
It's just weird.
Right. So
It's just weird, guys. Okay, let me clean up these brushes and then we'll get to it. Let's do something. All right. Can't always hit a home run, right?
it is a home run. You just need to take a deep breath and come back to it later.
Well, that's not how Paint with Josh paints.
Right, well today it's chill with Josh.
Why are you mad?
I'm not mad. It's certain things that shouldn't play out in front of the camera. So let's do the raffle, and you can come back and do it again later, or do another live, or film another video, or whatever you want to do. But it's no good just being frustrated staring at it. That's not helping anybody. And we all have to look at the back of your head.
Oh, thanks. Man, that's a lot of stuff. We gotta talk, babe. There's nobody. If I'm not painting and we're not talking, there's no reason why they're watching. So, let's back the cameras up. At least people can see what we're doing, right? Hey, there we go. What do we got? About 3 people watching? Okay, knock the paint off of this brush, and then we'll get going. They all need to be like super cleaned, like a deep clean. I think we paint too much, so they can never be fully cleaned. There we go. Got that. Looks good on the camera.
Mm-hmm.
London's mad.
I'm just mad.
Okay, let's do the raffle. Let's do the raffle. How many raffles did we get all together?
Oh, I don't know.
Or should we even...
those?
All right.
I just made sure the entries were in and counted a lot.
And written down on a tiny, tiny, tiny piece of paper.
Awesome. Okay, got all these brushes cleaned. Can't believe no one said, you know, the birds or nothing. Do we not have any comments at all?
Yeah, babe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get the people to comment.
Right, I'm aware of that, babe.
Okay, let's put in the fan.
Let me read you the 25 comments right
I'm
now
just
that say, Josh, it looks fine, just leave it. Josh, it looks fine, just leave it.
Why is nothing working for me today?
Oh my goodness.
I have
Can
no-
we please just do the raffle?
Yeah. I'm not in a bad mood. Here we go. Aha! A little bit darker paint. Got that, and that one. Poof, let's throw the signature on, and then give me the hat. Let's do the thing. Let's do the do, right? I'll go over here. Just like so, bing, bang, boom. And we got a completed painting, guys, so I can't wait to see what yours looks like. Can't wait till like maybe one time when I can actually do the signature. There we go. Can't wait to see what yours looks like, so send them into facebook.com/PaintWithJosh. Right, and then I always screenshot them, and then we make like a post for the fans, like a fan appreciation thing where I'll screenshot your painting, save it until we have like 30 or 40 of them, and then we release them all in one post, and everybody gets to check them out, and they're really cool. London and I always enjoy seeing them come in. Always, always, always. All right, well, I don't know what happened to this poor thing, but we'll eventually just fix it later, right? Put a little bit of that blue color in just to help feed it back. I think that's going to be well enough for what we
I
need
think
to.
it's just too
to
deep
do.
to be a wave.
Yeah, it's very
It looks
much.
like, right. It
yeah,
looks
it's very
more like
tall.
a waterfall. So maybe try and add maybe some dog in the background so that it looks like it's not coming up as high.
Yeah, what if we extend it a little? You know what I mean? Like pull it to the side.
Okay, right.
Like that. Okay. We can fix it. We can always fix it later. But yeah. Poof, poof, poof. It is what it is. I like it. It's nice and soft.
Right,
Okay.
but everyone's telling you stop touching it. Just take a break, come back to it. Like,
Okay. Okay, let's do the thing. All right, everybody. Here we go. Thank you. Should we put up the stones up here
well,
so
no,
people can see what they're going for?
yeah, sure.
So I'm assuming everyone's going to choose this one, right? This pretty beach scene that we did on the stone. So these are up for raffle. We got this one here, the switch. We got this big one here, right? You can also choose a nice longer, a little bit bigger of a scene, bigger kind of stone, sort of a similar blue, kind of far away lake, far away forest, a little bit of a mountain ridge scene. And the last one's up on top of the printer, honey.
Oh, I didn't realize there were 4. I thought there were only 3.
Yeah, this was the first, well, the longest one was the first one. Or we have like this road to nowhere mountain type scene. It's very cool. So let's do the raffle, and then the winner will get to choose their favorite stone, and then we'll contact you. So here we go. Got a hat full of raffle tickets, little teeny tiny little things. And we're gonna, am I still in frame if I put it up here?
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna grab up a few. I always love doing this. We'll grab them up. Can they see them falling out?
Yeah.
Or do I need to go lower?
Maybe. Okay.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay. We see them falling out. We see them falling out. And we're going to grab up a few. Literally start to drop them until we only have one left. And that one is... YS or...
It's Yvonne.
Yvonne, that's really? That's funny. The woman, Yvonne, who sent us the stones to paint on, just won one of her own stones back. So that's very cool. That's good. It's always funny how it turns out like
What
that.
one do you want, Yvonne?
Yeah, which stone would you like to choose, Yvonne? If you are
Which stone would you like back?
if you are here and watching.
You know what we could do? We could go downstairs, we could get the box and say, return to sender. No,
Yeah, I think it's right there, actually.
It'd be free! Be free, we wouldn't even need to
Yeah, I'd be like, can
press
you send
any
this
mail
back?
or nothing.
So yeah,
Yeah.
this is Yvonne won. So again, it's luck of the draw, literally, if you're gonna win or not. That's why if you're feeling lucky, just buy one ticket, and if not, then buy multiple. And we're just gonna. I mean, I like even what it looks like right now.
This is the one that she wants.
Is this the one that she wants? Hey, see? And this was like the third one that we did. So, very cool. All right, Yvonne, well, I'll ship it back to you. And,
we shall return to sender. There is nobody here by the name
Very
of
cool.
Rickham.
It's my favorite one to do, too, the favorite stone that we did. And then we turned it into that bigger scene on a canvas for a Sunday Seascape. So,
It would have
very
been way
cool.
funny if we'd have just said nothing.
What do you
And like just fake the whole thing and then send it to Yvonne and been like, we don't want the stones anymore. Grab the box and
they're all
painted.
painted. They're fully painted and covered. So yeah, I mean it's this one is a little strange, but I think we might have actually fixed it by bringing the water line down, right? If we brought it down and then just fed it up more on an angle, then it looks more like it's coming in, right? Yeah, right? See? Yeah. Simply done. Take a step back, take a breath, and then look at it and go, okay, it would look cool if it was like that or like this. If we can't just make it
Stop
soft.
touching
I
it!
just want to make it soft is all. There we go. And there. Now it's much more, I mean, it makes much more sense with the line down here.
Yvonne
versus up there,
Yeah, you
right?
could also do ripples to make it look like just with the white.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we did
right
we
in
just
front
did
of
there.
the. No, but coming round from the side. Please don't do it right now. I'll tell you when.
Oh, okay. We just needed a few more in here anyway. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. We had a bit of a meltdown for a second, but you know that happens with painters. They never know what they do. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
right here.
I'm sorry. I'm looking. Hang on, guys. Let's look.
Right here.
Oh, back up in
If
there.
you did
Okay.
so that it looked like the water was
Okay.
coming to a point,
Yeah. So from back
and
here
it wouldn't look so aggressive.
to over there.
No, like yeah, around the corner. There we go.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's like feeding in.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's very soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice idea, babe.
I have them. I just can't paint. Okay, say bye, babe.
Oh, okay. Bye, babe. Okay. There we go, guys. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. And we have to fix this one little piece right here.
Yvonne's gonna send you some more so you can paint them and hopefully she wins them again next time. That would be hilarious. Like that's
funny.
a headline right there. That's an Ellen story.
Yeah.
Woman sends painter who she's never met
Stones.
stones to paint and then
And
wins
wins his
stones
raffle.
in raffle. Like it's a headline right there.
Well, that's funny.
Where
Okay,
you get
well,
stupid questions like, did you do anything special?
Did you tell him? Did you send any extra money? No.
Yeah, no, she
I
just
bought-
sent me some stones and said,
Right.
if you want to make a video on these, that would be cool. And I said, okay, I'll do that.
I bought a couple of raffle tickets and won my own stone back.
It's awesome. It's just
Okay.
amazing.
Well, guys, we want to thank you for tuning in, hanging out with us on a Sunday. You know, it's until we see you again next time in 5 minutes, 5 seconds. Friday, Wednesday, Sunday Seascapes, Friday night freestyles. We went live on Saturday. You just never know when Paint with Josh is going to go live. So stay tuned to the channel. Always something new coming out. And you guys take care. Have the rest of a good day. And until we see you next time, pow! Right?
Wah, 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 wah.
Boom! And London hits the club noise.